Hello, and welcome to this presentation designed to help you interpret the data in the PreACT student report. All 10th grade students at Apple Valley High School had the opportunity to take the PreACT test on April 24th. The student test reports are now available and will be distributed during lunch to 10th grade students on June 5th, 6th, and 7th. Paper reports are not mailed home for PreACT. Copies of the student report will also be available through the counseling office. The PreACT is a multiple-choice assessment that provides 10th graders with short practice for the ACT test. PreACT simulates the ACT testing experience within a shorter test window on all 4 ACT test subjects: English, Math, Reading, and Science. Results predict future success on the ACT test and provide both current achievement and projected future ACT test scores on the familiar 1 to 36 ACT score scale. In addition, ACT Interest Inventory results provide students with a personalized view of interests with college and career alignment. For the remainder of this presentation, I invite you to have a copy of the student report in front of you as we will walk through the pages and information in the report step by step. On page 1 of the student report, you'll find a student's scores, the student's predicted ACT composite and subject test score ranges, and the student's performance in the reporting categories for each subject test on the PreACT. Looking more closely at the scores section, we see the student's PreACT scores across the top and below as a solid blue bar. These scores are all on the same 1 to 36 score scale that is used with the ACT. However, the maximum score on the PreACT is 35. You can also see a shaded score range above and below the solid blue score bar. This range allows for the fact that test scores are estimates of a student's educational development and represents one standard error of measurement. Students receive PreACT scores in each subject area and an overall composite score. The composite score is the straight, unweighted average of the math, science, English, and reading tests. Students also receive a STEM score, which is the average of only the math and science tests. The gray lines and numbers show the ACT college readiness benchmarks for each subject area. These benchmark scores are empirically derived and are the minimum score needed for a student to be on track to achieve success in a first-year college course. Let's now jump to the bottom of the first page to look at the detailed results section more closely. The reporting categories and subcategories help identify potential areas of strength as well as areas for potential improvement. Each subject has a short list of categories. I've highlighted the 3 reporting categories for English, though you can see the same for all subjects. Notice within Math, the Preparing for Higher Math has 5 subcategories to provide a more thorough information breakdown. For more details on the reporting categories, go to act.org/standards. For each reporting category, you will see the total number of questions and the total number a student answered correctly. In this example, the Production of Writing category under English contains 14 questions, and our sample student answered 10 correctly. For Science, English, and Reading, you can add the total together to arrive at the number of questions in each category. 45 English questions. The number of total math questions on the test can be found by adding the total from the Preparing for Higher Math and the total from Integrating Essential Skills reporting categories, in this example, 36. The modeling questions are integrated into the Preparing for Higher Math and Integrating Essential Skills, but are reported out separately to more easily identify areas of strength and weakness within the math portion of the test. So the 10 modeling questions are part of the 36 from Preparing for Higher Math and Integrating Essential Skills. This portion of the report also shows the percentage of correct answers in numeric form, as well as a visual representation shown in bar format. Under the Reading Test reporting categories, you'll find an indicator for Understanding Complex Texts. This indicator is related to the reading test and provides some insight about how well students are mastering increasingly complex reading passages. ACT research found that understanding complex texts is a critical differentiator between students who succeed in college and those who do not. So, this indicator enables students and educators to check that students are making progress on this critical dimension of reading. Page 1 of the student report is focused on students' performance on the subject tests. But as we move to page 2, we see that here students receive some insights about planning for their future based on their responses to an interest inventory. To help students as they are beginning to think about their future careers, the PreACT helps identify some career fields that they may want to consider based on their stated interests. The career map graphic provides some feedback to students about their interests. Here we can see if a student's career interests are more centered around working with data, things, ideas, or people. And the career map provides some sample careers in these interest areas. In this example, we see that this student would probably prefer careers where she can work with people and ideas. Some example career paths she might want to research include education, healthcare, and creative and performing arts. Additionally, this section tells students if they are on track for success in their preferred career area based on their composite score. We can see that this student is interested in management. We see her predicted ACT composite score is 18 to 21, and that successful college students in management majors often have an ACT composite score in the range of 21 to 25. This information is useful for course, college, and career planning conversations between the student, her counselor, and her parents. The PreACT also has an interest career fit indicator. Students report which career area they are interested in. Then, ACT matches that against where they fit on the career map and whether they have an interest in working with people, ideas, data, or things. Finally, the fit between students' interest and intended career area are presented in this interest career fit graphic. In this example, our student indicated she is interested in a career in management. Based on her responses to the interest inventory and her placement on the career map, we know that careers in education or healthcare, for example, might be a good fit. So we see a medium fit here, and we could encourage her to learn more about hospital management or becoming a principal or superintendent. This is all information for educators to help students begin researching options for their future careers. And finally, since the PreACT is a non-secure test, ACT can provide an item response analysis report. This report makes up the last 2 pages of the student report and shows students how they answered each question and which answers were correct. The report also includes some suggestions for how students can continue to improve. As test scores are distributed during lunch on June 5th, 6th, and 7th, students will receive their score report as well as their test booklet. You will want to keep the PreACT test booklet so students can go back and look over the questions. Since the student report tells them which questions they answered correctly and those they answered incorrectly, students can use their test booklet and the answer key on the student report as they prepare for the ACT. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation on the PreACT student report. More information can be found in a booklet titled Using Your PreACT Results, which was provided with each student score report. If you have additional questions about PreACT or preparing for the ACT, we invite you to contact the counseling office at the numbers listed on this slide. Thank you.